Well, the leaves are falling, the wind is blowing, and it's getting colder.
And winter is coming.
Thank you for that, Sean Bond, or Scene Bean. Can't have it both ways, right? Anyway, so if you're a motorcyclist that continues to ride during the winter months, it's very important that you stay warm, not just for comfort, but also for safety. The colder you are, the less your reaction time is, the more dangerous it can be in responding to certain situations. So there's a few things you can do to take care of that. So when the winter months are here, you can do a few things. One, you can put your motorcycle away for a few months and not have any fun on it at all. And if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. But if you are in an area where you can ride year-round, I'm here in Georgia. The weather doesn't get too terrible as far as snow, just every once in a while, but we can still ride our bike, but it's still very cold. So a couple ways to handle that is you can just layer up, wear thick clothing, insulated gear, and that will keep you warm. And the downside of that is it can be pretty bulky and just, it's cumbersome and can maybe be uncomfortable. So the other thing you can do is get heated gear. So we're gonna take a look at another option right now. So what we have right here is a waterproof heated glove from Ride Iron, formerly known as IronGiz. So I worked with this company a few months ago testing their dry bag on a trip when I went to SmortCon. It got rained on and it was perfectly dry inside. It was a good product for the money. They were really good to work with. So when they reached back out about taking a look at these gloves, I was happy to work with them. So let's dive into this glove and see what it is all about. The one thing that really stands out to me with this glove is it still looks like a motorcycle glove. There are some winter gloves or heated gears that just look like winter gear to go skiing or something. And it looks a little weird and bulky, but this still looks the part of a motorcycle glove, which I really do appreciate. So as we go along across here, one of the big features is this knuckle protector up top that has a little branding on it as well. It also has a little bit of a pad here on the palm so that if you go down, that will hit there. Of course, this protection is not as robust as like a MotoGP glove or something like that because you're trading off some of that high level protection for the comfort and the heat factor on this. So just keep that in mind. So as we kind of go around the glove, you see different spots of branding. So you still see this IronGiz. Again, they're rebranding to Ride Iron. A couple little pops of color here. They got their helmet logo here on the palm, which they also have on the button here that operates the heat. A little branding here, and then interesting, it says expert riders on the thumb. So that's kind of weird, I don't think this glove is limited to expert riders, but okay. And then it has, as a gauntlet style, it has two areas for tightening it down across the wrist, and then back here on the gauntlet to keep the warmth in or keep the rain out, both. I have worn these in the rain, so I can vouch that they are waterproof as well. Now, another thing that I do like about this is the glove is not super thick. It does have this, this 3M Thinsulate. Yeah, that's the thing, whatever, that all these gloves usually have. But it's not so thick that it makes it too bulky. I'm still able to operate the controls, hit the blinker, things like that. So it's a pretty comfortable glove. As far as the sizing goes on this, whatever size matches up to you on their sizing chart, go one size up. These run a little small. Typically I'm between a large in most brands, XL in some. I measured for the large, but I opted for the extra large when I was asking what they could send to me, and that was the right decision. Both gloves come with this windshield wiper, or your visor wiper type of thing. That's cool that it's on the index finger of both gloves. And then also both gloves have the thumb and the index finger for touchscreen operation. Now let's take a closer look at what this glove is all about, and that is the heating element of this. So you have a button here on top of the wrist. The battery is stored underneath the forearm here in a little zipper pouch that plugs in. And to operate this, you just press and hold this button for about 3 seconds, and it turns on. And it starts out typically on its warmest setting of red. And there are 4 settings on this. There is white, green, purple, and red, in that order from low to high. And the operation time on this can depend obviously on your heat setting, but a fully charged battery can give you a little over 3 hours on the hottest setting, and on lowest setting, you can probably squeeze out about 6 or 7 hours. I have commuted with this glove about 5 times. I have about an hour commute, and I've used these gloves every time, and I haven't had to recharge them yet. They heat up within a few seconds, and the heating elements are around the edge here, and it feels pretty good. I don't feel any hot spots or any areas that are just, burning me, although this is warming up pretty fast. So I'm going to back that down to green, and then white is the lowest setting. So that'll cool this off just a little bit. So it heats up very well. It insulates very well. When I've had these heated up and I've taken my hands off the handlebars and they've been held out into the cold wind, it didn't feel like the glove got any colder. It retained its heat very well. And again, to change the setting, it's just one simple tap to cycle through the different settings. And then when you're ready to turn it off, you press and hold for about 3 seconds. It turns off, and there you have it. Very simple operation, very easy to even hit these buttons with the gloves on. So it's very easy to change your heat settings, turn them off and turn them on. All right, so if you order these guys, what's actually coming in the box? Obviously, you get 2 gloves. You get 2 batteries. The batteries are stored inside here in a zipper pocket, and they have a little cord that plugs in. Simple enough, basic heated gear stuff. So you've got this. You also get a couple of thin glove liners. I guess that could provide an extra layer of insulation, but one thing it also does is it helps you slide the gloves on and off if you're getting sweaty hands or anything like that. Typically with these winter gloves, when your hands get hot and you try to pull them out, you're like pulling out the insulation and whatever. These little things can help mitigate that. You also get a charging cable that is a USB-A and splits to USB-C connection. So there's 2 USB-C connections for the 2 batteries. When you plug that in, the batteries will show a red light while they're charging, and it turns green when they're fully charged. Having your hands warm is one of the key things in staying warm on the bike. I think your core is number 1, hands are number 2, and if you can keep your core and your hands warm, everything else will take care of itself. Now, I do have heated grips on my bike, and that always does come in handy. Hands. But anytime you take your hands off the handlebars, just to give them a break or whatever, that heat just dissipates like that. With these gloves, you're gonna keep that heat on your hands a lot longer. And also, these come in a nice little carry bag so that you can store them, keep them safe from dust, dirt, whatever, especially when you have to store these during the warm months, because I doubt you're gonna be wearing these in July. There are certainly more premium heated gear brands out there. Gerbing comes to mind. You're also going to be paying a premium for a premium product. I've said this before, and I think it holds true, is that you get what you pay for most of the time, but there are some times, and I said this for their bag, where the quality punches a little above its price point, and that means it's a good value. I think this is a good value. There are better gloves out there. There are certainly worse gloves out there, but for the price that you're gonna pay for this, I think you're getting a pretty good deal. So when we have those cold mornings during the fall, the winter, early spring, these are my go-to gloves rather than the wired gloves. The convenience of not having to deal with the wires, plugging it in, or potentially pulling it loose when you get off the bike, forgetting about it. Yeah, this is my go-to. Just charge the battery and go. So since this is my second time working with this company, Ride Iron, formerly Iron Gias, they're rebranding, just keep that in mind. You may see both names out there. They are certainly great to work with. The quality of their products is pretty good. I like it. It's nothing too flashy, but it's solid. And they also made an appearance at EICMA this year to showcase their products. So that is certainly a good step to show that they are really invested in coming in and providing these products and services to the motorcycle market, and I can appreciate that. As such, I now have an affiliate link down below where you can get 10% off these, maybe more if they're on sale. So check out Black Friday. As we're getting into the winter months and you want to continue riding and you don't have heated gear, maybe just go check these out, see what you think. The affiliate link will also work for any of their other products, you can use my name, Ghostontwowheels, at checkout to get you a little discount on that as well. So I've really appreciated working with them, and you know, it's always good just to have more options for motorcyclists, because more options, more competitions means it's better for us. Hey, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, consider subscribing. I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate you taking the time to check this out. If you have questions, drop them down below. But I appreciate everyone's support, especially during these recent times for me. Shout out Andy Uguni, Yanto, Smart Crew, appreciate y'all. Dude, you could wear these to like ball games and stuff outside, keep your hands warm. I just thought about that.